Stop, I projected the thought with every ounce of willpower I possessed. The rage inside my helium core flared white-hot, and the red skin of my spherical body glowed with sudden, blinding luminosity. The mage, halted the needle an inch from my surface. He hissed, shielding his eyes with a forearm as the room bathed in crimson light. Sentience, he breathed, the word a mixture of awe and horror. He lowered the needle, though he did not put it away. And telepathy, no, empathic projection. He stepped closer, ignoring the heat radiating from me. Who are you? I could not speak, I could only feel. I focused on my frustration, my confusion, and my desperate need to not be destroyed. I bobbed forward, bumping gently against his chest. The contact sent a shiver through my containment. His body was solid, warm, and thrumming with a power that resonated with the gas inside me. He did not pull away. Tentatively, he raised a hand and cupped the side of my sphere. His touch was surprisingly gentle, his thumb stroking the smooth, taut surface. "You are not a wind spirit," he murmured, his gray eyes softening, the storm within them calming. "The resonance is human, heavy, sorrowful." He looked at the chaotic mess on his desk, then back to me. "I am Kaelen, High Aeromancer of the Spire. I created this vessel to hold volatile storm essences. I did not intend to snare a wandering soul." Kaelen, the name tasted like iron and rain in my mind. For the next few hours, a strange, silent dialogue formed between us. He sat in his leather chair, the needle forgotten on the desk, and he spoke to me. He asked yes or no questions, and I learned to answer. A spin left for no, a spin right for yes. "Are you from this world?" he asked. I spun left, his eyes widened slightly. "Another plane." I spun right. He paused, his expression turning grave. "Did you die?" I spun right again, a slow, melancholy rotation that seemed to drain the very light from the room. Kaelen dragged a hand down his face, looking weary. The movement pulled the fabric of his robe tighter across his shoulders, highlighting the raw power coiled in his frame. He was a beautiful, terrifying creature, living in a tower of stone and silence, and I was a balloon tethered to his desk. "This form cannot hold you, spirit," he said, his voice low and grave. "The membrane is silk woven with stabilization spells, but it degrades when exposed to the complexity of a human soul. You are too heavy, too vibrant." As if to punctuate his words, a sharp pain lanced through me. My vision blurred. A tiny hiss of escaping gas sounded from near the knot of my tether. I panicked, thrashing against the string. I felt myself deflating, the edges of my consciousness fraying like old rope. The room began to dim. Kaelen stood up so abruptly his chair tipped over. "Damn it, the seal is breaching." He scooped me up, untying the tether with nimble, frantic fingers. He held me in his hands, pressing his palms against my sides to hold the pressure in. The contact was intimate, visceral. I could feel the pulse in his wrists, the heat of his blood. "I will not let you dissipate into the ether," he growled, his jaw set in a hard line. "I caught you. You are mine to save." He strode toward a heavy iron door at the back of the study, kicking it open. "I have to transfer you now. It will require a blood binding. It is forbidden magic, but I will not let a soul under my roof vanish into nothingness." I felt my essence leaking, my thoughts becoming scattered. "Help me," I projected, the thought a wave of cold fear. "Stay with me," Kaelen commanded, his voice shaking the very air. "Focus on my voice. Focus on the rage you felt earlier. Use it as an anchor." He slammed me down onto a cold stone altar in the center of a dark, circular room. Above us, the ceiling was open to the night sky, stars whirling dizzyingly. "I have no homunculus prepared," he cursed, looking around the empty ritual chamber. His eyes landed on a statue in the corner, a life-sized figure hewn from white marble and conductive silver clay. It was unfinished, a practiced sculpt of a woman, breathless and cold. "It will have to do." He grabbed a ceremonial dagger from the altar. "This is going to violate every law of the High Council," he whispered, looking down at my deflating form. The red film was wrinkling now. I was dying again. He slashed his palm. Blood, dark and rich, welled up. He slammed his bleeding hand onto the marble chest of the statue, then placed his other hand over me. "Translatio animi," he roared to the heavens. The world turned to white fire.
Want to keep the flame ignited without having to wait for the next part? You can find the full, tantalizing tale on our main page. See the link in the description.